Hello everyone, I'm Rob Smith of the Smith and Black channel here at Ticker Talker, and it's one of those days where I could just sit here and talk forever. There's so much going on. So a whole lot of jumping around, obviously. Game stank, but let's take a look at SPY. So SPY, we just had this happen here on your 60. The inside 60 down, but you can see this in the lower left. Couldn't get out of the opening range, right? So potentially either rev strat here, because this was an inside bar, and then take that back up, or continue down back through the try she goes. So you'll see here the broadening formation here in the upper left. Your daily. So you've taken all this stuff out. The question is going to be weak enough for this, right? So now you got your outside weak here in the upper middle, and look at this month. Back to a dud. Doji doing nothing, all right? So if we take this 60 out, I want you to be able to see the series here before we get to the fun. Because this market is juicy, isn't it? It is. So here was that upper broadening formation I showed you yesterday. Here. So now it tries to come back down. So the question is going to be weak enough for all this down into here, or is it just try they out and then come back through here again? So we want to see each hour. We're going to be paying attention to this to see what happens on that. But obviously, it's more of story stocks than it is. Come on, man. Story stocks than it is the broader averages, really. So let's take a look at GameStop. Let's just go there. Let's just go there. So GameStop here goes blasting into the highs. And the good thing about knowing the strat is knowing what to do in something like this. So right now, here, go to the 30 here. It opens, it comes down, and then here's a 2-2 reversal. Boom, 2-2-30. These two become an outside bar of that, of this thing, right? We know that. That was above 313.95, went up to 380, right? Then it went inside on the 30, I believe, right? Yep, to the tick, inside and down here. All right, there you go. Country and Western, long and short, you're good to go. We'll see if that thing sets up again. But also, if you look at the 15, you're going to see this. 255, 16, 249. That was a 2-2 reversal on the 15 right here. Right, because slightly took that out and then back up. Here's your Rev Strat 15 inside, pokes up, boom, downside. All right, not that hard. All right, so one of the things I like about doing this every day is I can come back and talk about things that I've talked about all week. ESPR, did I talk about this? Did. Why? Upper middle here, outside weak, pokes down hammer, boom. These two are going to become an outside bar of this, right? Did I talk about that? Definitely did, right? And so I also said when you have time frame continuity, good things tend to happen. Look at this. Gone. Real nice, real nice. Still watching the tree here, too. Tree still working its way up here, right? Outside bar monthly, right? Outside bar, pokes down, boom. 322 back through here, still looking to take this out. 357.17. We'll see if we get there. On a shenanigan day, we still have the Fed coming out this afternoon, so I don't know how much that's going to affect all the short shenanigans, but the market might dry up in front of that, so just be aware of that. In the boring department, but working, Triple M to the highs, and you can see this. Here's what we look for: a 15-minute shooter countered by hammer. Right, 2 up, 2 down, bam, right here. And then these are going to become outside bar of that. And you got even had an inside 15 here, right? Still going mini mines. If we go to Akamai, talked about this one too, the Randy Jackson, the failed rev strat here in the monthly. Inside, goes up, tries to go rev strat 1-2-2, and then goes 3 here, and then goes blasting into the highs. We've been talking about that all week. I believe I have. Here was your inside day. All right, let's see if you got anything good on a 30 or 60 here. There you go. The outside bar, the inside bar, 3, 1, 2, 60 up, right there. If we go to Appen. Appen's still doing a little bit of chugga, trying to rev strat on the 60 right now, but that inside month takes care of business by going into the new highs, and we'll see if that sets up. What does this 30 look like? A lot of things getting stuck in here. So you can see this. All of this is inside of this. So certain things getting stuck. If we go to BGS, also getting stuck in here, but this was in my video last night. You know, you got inside 60s to try and get out of here because we saw a lot of these things going inside day last night that were on squeeze lists, and boy, they worked like iRobot right out the opening. Look at this. Boom. This thing exploded. Now it comes back in 60 down, but we caught some nice moves in there on the opening. If we go to Fossil, the old used to be somebody coming back through previous range. Squeeze them. What's this? On the weekly in the upper middle. Shooter countered by hammer. 222. Bam! Right? Real nice. See if that sets up again here on the 30 or something. Going outside, inside 30. Maybe we'll see. Here's real nice right here. You're inside 30. Okay, market selling off just a tad, coming back in. Fizz was also on the shorted list. Here inside day to the upside, now getting stuck like a bunch of things. So you just want to be careful when you get these things that are stuck. We prefer them to be still going. If we go to Shake Shack, how you doing, buddy? Shake Shack, ooh, country and western at its finest. See the outside bar, right? Then the shooter on the 60. Boom, reverse. This is an outside bar. If this works, potentially he goes out and takes out the lows. So this was a nice reversal, 2 up and then 2 down below 125.51 here. Now trading 116.08, not bad. Speaking about country and western, VIR. And VIR now an inside 60, but if you look at the 30, you're going to see this. Here's your measured move. Up, inside 30, boom. Then you go short on the 2-2 reversal back down here below 122.60 and pummel it all the way back down to 100. See that? This was took out 99.88 and went up over 140. Some real juicy moves out there when you know what to do. STX. And STX. Here's your inside 30 right there. All right. Just blasting off real nice, and I always tells you to watch Western Digi. I'm going to run out of time like I usually do here today. There's so much going on. It's awesome. If we go to AAOI. How you doing, buddy? All right, cooking it inside 30. We'll see if you can get that. On the weekly, you can see this, the Momo Hammer. Anybody short in here just got ramrodded right there, and it's a good market for doing that to him, isn't it now? Inside, lower middle, inside. To the upside, and still been used to be somebody been a lot higher. Pay attention to that. If we go to Big Lots, and Big Lots right now trying to go directional 30 to the upside. We'll see if there's any more to it. A nice run there on the off the opening. Going on the squeeze list, let's go down and see ESPR going the highest. Rig. Inside on the 30 again. I'm not sure how much this has on it, but on the weekly you can see this here in the upper middle. To 2 up, take them down, boom, these two become an outside bar of that. We'll see if the squeeze boys want to come back into that one. Get the weed on the move here, CGC. You can see the weekly here, inside week to the upside, give me measured move, right? And that tells us to look at Tilray, which is still hard to see, but inside month and up. Now coming back on that week, CGC appears to be your winner there. If we go to IRTC. And IRTC, nice here. The 2 up, the 2 down month, and bam, into the highs. These become an outside bar of that, right? Now we're looking to become an outside week. Nice day today. This is a 1-bar rev strat. You see the inside day in the upper left? Pokes down, and as soon as this goes green, we're looking to become an outside bar of that. And if we're lucky, we get to take out this outside bar and go all the way to the highs, which it is. So we'll see if that sets up again for you. Go to NTAP. NTAP. There you go. So here you're going to see this. This was inside 30, and so was this. But you can see this is red, which means you had corrective activity on a shorter term time frame. That's good. Then you get your inside 30. Off she goes. Back through the monthly try she goes. What's this on the weekly? Can you see this? Shooter, hammer. Boom. These two, and then back to previous range. These two become an outside bar of all that. You see? Also the Momo Hammer Daily right here. Very nice for you. If we go to SSYS. Nice green month. That's what we look for, right? Outside day. Then you get your inside 30 here, right? After the inside 30 hammer here. So we'll see if that sets up again. That tells you to look at triple D. Triple D just kind of getting stuck in here. We'll see if there's anything more to it. Got that inside 60 up. Couldn't get out of that mother bar, but we'll see how that goes. Whole bunch still going on here. Right? So the market chopping around, trying to come up on that RevStrat 60 SPY and Qs. If we go to Moderna, and Moderna, just having a nice month, inside month, but you can see how big this range was. That's why we could say we could play that, right? Let's go to the 30, see what we can see here on the 30. There you go. Opening the day here. The outside bar, the inside bar 30, and then off she goes, 3, 1, 2. If we go to Funko just getting stuck in here, so that had a nice little move. It was inside weak and upper middle. Inside weak, just getting towards and then takes out the highs and then just kind of craps out. So we'll see. That's mother bar issue. You always want to be careful when you get back into the middle of a range when it's that big. If we go to Yelp, and Yelp here on the weekly. Inside weak, slightly pokes down. That's RevStrat back through previous range. If you go down to the lower middle, you're going to see the inside month Momo hammer. Anybody got short in here got jammed right here. Magnitude, take that out, which it did. It's holding. Now you have your 2 down. See if you can get the inside 30 or just go 222 right there and take that out here in the next half an hour. 36.24, looking on that. If we go to EBIX. EBIX having a nice push here. Green on the month, green here. It's been higher on the month. We always like that, right? The 2 up, the 2 down, and boom on the week. We'll see if that goes inside 30 for you and gives you any way in on that one. Shenaniganer Lumen. It's kind of jamming here, but you get that nice inside month to the upside. We're just run out of month on that. SBGI. And SBGI, nice push here. Here on the weekly, you can see the inside bar, 1, 2 down, RevStrat, boom, back to the previous range. These become an outside bar of all that. It's been higher, which is what we always like. We'll see if that sets up for you a little fast on that 30, but we'll see if that sets up again for us. NNOX. And NNOX, just another ripper. You got some exhaustion risk going into the highs. Is this RevStrat 30? Sure enough, inside 30 pokes down here. Boom, these become an outside bar of that. Downside, you've got Humana. The healthcare, big outside month now. Inside weak to the downside in the upper middle with ANTM. Talked about these sell-offs in my weekend vid if you go watch that. So having some problems. Here's your 1 bar RevStrat month or after going into the highs, you see. If we go to RH. And RH fighting back a little bit. You can see this weekly here up the upper middle, inside weak to the downside. All right. If we go to ALNY, and ALNY was looking good until this morning. Right, you had this inside week, trying to reconfirm the inside month and up, but you're in exhaustion risk by going into the highs. So that would alert us to here. The 2 up by going into the highs, and then the 2-2 reversal here to come back through previous range. We call that triangle them out. All right, so that was a nice little hit there, and you got an inside 30 here in the lower left. Carvana getting hit a little bit here, and almost running out of time again. Carvana just getting stuck in here though, so be aware of that. Deckers, and Deckers getting hit inside weak 2-1-2 reversal on the weekly here, changing the month back to red. If we go to IDXX, and IDXX also looks like inside weak to the downside, firming up here a little on the 30. We'll see if that sets up again for you. So there's a lot going on, and when you know what to do, there's too much to do, right? And that's a good problem to have. CGC going to the highs right now, so just stay on these stories, these heavily shorted guys, and let them come in and look for the setup because they're working, folk. All right, that's going to do it for today. I'm Rob Smith. This is the Black Channel here at Ticker Talking with Strat Time Report.